watching NBC4, connected to you. Live from the area's leading news station, this is News 4 Today.
Student somehow survives. Even the man leading the rescue effort was surprised. Banged up, bruised, and dehydrated, a local college student missing for a week is found alive, lying on the side of the road. Iraq report today. The top military commander in Iraq will give members of Congress his long-awaited progress report on Iraq and whether the war is still worth fighting. Storm stalls out. What is now Tropical Depression Gabrielle is out to sea after hitting the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Overtime thriller. Redskins fans get what they wanted, but it took some extra time and a lot of anxious moments. Thank you for joining us this morning on News 4 Today. I'm Dedrick Henry. It's nothing short of a miracle for a Bowie State University student found alive after missing for a week. A driver discovered 18-year-old Julian McCormick over the weekend after he survived a serious wreck in Beltsville. News 4 Tracy Wilkins joins us live from Washington Hospital Center with the story. Tracy?
Now, this is how the story goes. We're told that this Bowie University student was going to pick up his girlfriend who attended school at the University of Maryland, and when he didn't show up, she contacted his parents in Laurel to find out what was going on. The next day, they filed him as a missing person, and then an amazing discovery on Saturday. 18-year-old Julian McCormick had been missing for more than a week, and a search effort was underway when he appeared on Powder Mill Road in Beltsville.
Thanks, Tracy. Loudoun County Police have joined the search for the mother of a newborn baby found in a trash truck in Fairfax County. Trash haulers found a dead baby boy in the back of their truck in Great Falls. Police now believe the baby may have come from the Sterling area. Investigators say the infant appeared to be a full-term boy and show no signs of trauma. An autopsy is being conducted. Police are asking for help finding the mother. They want to hear from anyone who knows a woman who was pregnant but is now without a baby. A Maryland man is on arrest this morning after a standoff with police. Children were in his house. They were ultimately removed from the home on 46th Avenue in Beltsville, but for hours they were barricaded inside with their mother's boyfriend. The mother went to police yesterday to report that her boyfriend had beaten her and that her 2 children were still at home with him. The man surrendered after a SWAT team moved in. The children apparently were not harmed. There's a lot of anticipation on Capitol Hill this morning for a progress report on Iraq. General David Petraeus is set to give Congress his assessment. Later today, it will be his insight into the situation on the ground and whether the troop surge is working. Petraeus is expected to say there's been little political progress, but there have been military successes in Baghdad and in Anbar province. In Decision 2008, a first for a presidential debate, the Democrats appeared on Univision yesterday, their remarks translated into Spanish. The forum was held at the University of Miami. The Democratic candidates called for major changes in the political and military strategy in Iraq. Immigration was a major topic.
We all know that this has become a contentious political issue. It is being demagogued, and I believe that it is being used to bash immigrants, and that must stop. The Republican candidates need to understand that they are doing a great disservice to our country.
The forum lasted 90 minutes. All the major Democratic candidates participated except Senator Joe Biden, who just returned from Iraq and is preparing for the congressional hearings. Tropical storm Gabrielle has now weakened to a tropical depression. Gabrielle has moved from the North Carolina coast and is out over the Atlantic Ocean. The storm did make landfall in North Carolina's Outer Banks just before noon yesterday. Rain and high surf were the first signs of Gabrielle's approach. This put lifeguards on high alert, knowing that strong currents could turn deadly.
If you're not careful, it'll suck you down all the way. I mean, it'll go as far as it can take you.
So far, there are no reports of injuries and few reports of damage. It was a big Sunday at FedEx Field as the Redskins pulled out a close victory against the Miami Dolphins. It was a seesaw game with a rough start for quarterback Jason Campbell. His first throw was an interception, and he completed only 12 passes during the entire game. But Clinton Portis came through for the Skins in overtime, rushing 9 yards to set up Sean Shusham's game-winning field goal. The final was 16-13. The excitement from the dramatic win inside FedEx Field spilled outside when the game ended.
I like the game, man. I lost my voice at the game. We had fun, and me and my friend, we had fun, and the Redskins victorious.
And we finally did it, and we're just proven that we can actually do it, and we're going to go all the way to the Super Bowl.
The next game is a week from tonight at Philadelphia. And now, for a look at the weather, here's Tom Curran. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning. That bright spot in the eastern sky is Venus, so we're not being invaded. It's not a UFO, and with temperatures around the region are in the 70s at this hour. As far as I know, it isn't. It's 75 now here in Washington, near 70 Prince George's, Montgomery, Fairfax counties.
Thanks, Tom. And that's the 6 o'clock news. The Today Show is coming up at 7. I'm Dedrick Henry. Have a good morning.